come time to install our shiny new forestay tang. Welcome back to yet another episode of All the Stars Sailing. As we scurry about on deck, getting ready for our ocean crossing. So settle in as we show you our latest and greatest improvements yet to a very well-prepared vessel. So excited. Join the crew on All the Stars as we share what we discover. All about the ups and downs of life on a 37-foot sailboat. Stay updated and hit that subscribe button.
So look at this. This is our new RFD, which is another way of saying a trans-ocean life raft, which is like extra safe, and it has like a little teepee sort of thing and an EPIRB in there. It's registered to our boat, and it's really low profile, and it has a much nicer case than the other one, because the other one was like a big thing that we couldn't see over. I reckon it was about this much higher, and so now, nice and streamlined, we'll be able to see out more under the sail, which would be cool.
Looks like it'd make a good cheese table.
Yeah, actually we can have snacks on here. Oh, and the main reason we replaced it, I suppose, is that we are going across the ocean. So when you're going across the ocean, you probably need, you know, backups.
Okay, look what I got.
Look what you got.
I never ever imagined this boat would have Starlink.
No.
But seeing as we're leaving reception in Australia, we're going to need this for critical contact and internet access so that we can check weather and have some communication. And we ended up going with the Starlink Mini, which is double the price of the standard at the moment to buy the hardware. It runs on 12 volt as opposed to 240, which means we can run it without having to have any inverters on, and it's smaller and easier to mount. We're going to unbox this and figure out how we're going to attach it to the boat pretty soon.
Yeah, cool.
So a little bit of an update on our preparations for departure. We've been running around town picking up bits and pieces. We're waiting on the forestay tang plate, which was something that I got onto early last week and ordered with a local engineering company, because we need that cut out so that we can attach our inner forestay, removable inner forestay, and I need to sort of fix that into place on a bulkhead just aft of the anchor well, and we're doing it in 6mm plate. Bolt holes already drilled in it. We went to pick it up yesterday and they'd made a bit of a boo-boo. They've managed to weld the top cover plate on the top of the bar on a big angle, which is not what we sort of need. So they've promised to rectify the problem. I'm pretty sure where I've decided to put it is going to be least weakening as possible. And Elliot's going to head into town and potentially pick up that forestay tang, so I'm going to get stuck straight into it. This is our anchor well. You might not have seen our anchor well before, but it's quite shallow. There it is. There's our bulkhead. I've tested that bulkhead. That bulkhead is nice and stiff. It's tabbed all the way through, goes below this floor, and tabs right through to the hull. I've marked out where our tang point will go through, so I have to drill through this deck, which is about 30mm thick, I think. And I didn't want to weaken the front lip here or take out most of this material, so we're just going to drill out 2 holes and then jigsaw the difference. Then I can neaten it up with files. Sort of slot being needed. There's no balsa at this section, so what I might do is seal this off with just some unthickened resin, and that'll seal all that off, and then when I fit the actual tang plate, we'll fill that up with mastic so that it's watertight. But yeah, looks really good.
Do you want to see our latest toy?
Yeah, you've been to the fabrication place.
I've been to the fabrication place, And given they haven't polished up this second one as nicely as they did the first one,
Yeah.
but it looks the right shape.
Wowie wee wah.
And this little
Let me have a look at
collar will sit like that
it. Nice.
on the deck.
Yeah, that'll just cover up the gash. Yeah, very sexy.
Very nice.
Very nice. Look at that. So folks, the idea is, this is our fancy Colego fibre tensioner from the States. Now, here's a moment of truth. This is what I wanted the neat finish to look like. Oh, look at that. That pin just goes straight in there. When we don't need it, we can just pull that pin out and get rid of that. That's absolutely beautiful. I'm very, very happy with that. And now the next thing to do is to bed this plate here. It's not bearing on all surfaces on this bulkhead because the bulkhead's got tabbing, fiberglass tabbing below and above, and therefore the middle of it is separated by about 3 or 4 mil. So I'll mix up some thickened epoxy and we will build up a bridge there for that plate to be bolted onto. Very happy. They've done a great job at Cashcore Engineering in Cairns. Thanks to Maddie and the team there. So here's our forestay tang. You can see I've covered it in Glad Wrap just so that it won't stick to the epoxy, but it will build up that beautiful bed underneath it. Let that dry for a day and then we'll be able to drill some holes. So what do we have here? In our hot little hands we have some very high-tech bits of kit from the US from a company called Colego, and they specialise in fibre rigging. We needed some sort of a solution for tensioning our inner forestay that was going to be able to put enough strain on and do a neat job of it. So I ended up ordering these online. It only took about a week to get here. The way they work is, and this is the terminator that goes onto the forestay tang we're getting made up at the moment, and then this guy will be at the bottom of our new forestay. You see all these holes here. Some 4 or 5 mil Dyneema through those holes as lashings, and they sort of go around and around, and it's going to be our tensioner. I've done a really detailed technical drawing here which I can show you, and that's up to spec, that drawing. No, it actually just shows you, the lashings go up and down, and then we'll have a tail coming out of there and it'll go into a low friction ring, and then be guided by a few other low friction rings back to the cockpit to tension it, because that allows us to adjust our inner forestay tension while we're sailing. And yeah, so those guys, have a guess how much each one of those is worth.
$10.
Yeah.
How about $500?
Well, not quite, but they're around about $180 to $200 each, Australian dollars, and then of course the postage. But on top of that, while we're at it, we thought we'd get a really nice set of rope fids. Yeah, they're really handy because the ones we've got are just aluminium and they don't have a facility to lay the rope down in there. It's just trying to poke it in the end, which can be tricky with some ropes. And they're stainless steel, so they won't rust.
Fabulous.
So that's really cool.
Hello. I can hear you.
I can hear you.
We can't talk because we've got
Echo.
headsets echo. It's bulkhead time.
Yeah, we're about to drill through that big earth bulkhead.
Anyway, let's do it.
Let's do it.
PPE. Feeling pretty cool.
So 8mm drill bit for an 8mm hole, and then we're going to be drilling 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. The lowest one's going to be the trickiest one.
Okay. Great, it's well above the wood. Haha! So good, it just missed it. Yeah.
So there's our 3 holes. We've just missed that timber trim at the top, but that's going through the bulkhead and then the cabin liner, which is the shiny fiberglassy interior that you can see here, sealing up those holes. And then once the resin's dry, we will use a gap sealant, marine sealant. It's come time to install our shiny new forestay tang. You like that? All right, now I'm going to, you can see the bed there, which is the epoxied base that's all ready to go. Now all we got to do is seal up this with some Sikaflex so that the water doesn't go through into our V-berth. Because how bad would that be?
Really bad.
Real bad. Really real bad. Right, here's my beautifully new, newly prepared stainless steel bolts that I had to walk 10 kilometers for yesterday. We also want to apply some Sikaflex to the head of the bolts. I need washers. Thanks for being so patient. Plate squeezes in there. Now I'm just going to put some Sikaflex in the hole. Okay. Here we go. Coming through. I'm holding that ready for you whenever. Well, there we have it as our installed chain plate. Now we do have this stainless steel collar we had made up to sort of go over the top of this, but what I'm going to do is let this seal here and then stick that on just as a bit of decorative sort of finish. If water got through there, it's only getting into the anchor well, which gets wet all the time anyway, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, very happy with that. It's a substantial bit of kit in a very substantial boat, ready for a substantial trip. I'll have a delivery for this boat.
Exciting.
SV All the Stars.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What is it?
That's a staysail.
Hey, how exciting.
Thank you, Russell and Dylan, for doing such a rapid job on this and getting it ready for us so quickly. And we have, what, 2 more days before we leave, so...
Just in the nick of time.
Just the nick of time, baby. Let's cut it open and have a look.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
There's our bag.
Cool.
In matching green.
Oh my God, matching green.
Yep. So it should go in that when it's sitting on the forestay.
Okay.
That was the Dyneema for making our soft shackles.
Cool.
He's even put in a soft shackle clue strap for us. So excited.
Not the tiniest ship I've ever seen, but lots of goodies.
So join us next week as we sail into the remote, wet tropics of far north Queensland. Where we pull up in the Lockhart River to complete the rigging and staysail install. Culminating months and months of planning and hard work.
Pretty cool, hey? Now we've just got to see how it fits into the bag.
Yeah. And as always, thank you for watching.
We're gonna sail away now.
Yeah, we are.